Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Alam nyo ba? So guys, meron na naman tayong bagong video na i-react at aalamin ngayong araw na ito. Regarding nga ito sa ating Inside the Arsenal, the Advanced Weaponry of the Philippine BRP Miguel Malvar. Yung ating frigate na 06 ang number, mga idol, FFG 06. Ano-anong nga ba advanced weaponry ng ating Miguel Malvar? Yun pa rin ba dati o na may nadagdag? So yun ang aalamin natin, mga idolo. So yun, panoorin na natin.
The BRP Miguel Malvar, FFG 06, the lead ship of its class of guided missile frigates for the Philippine Navy, represents a significant leap forward in the country's maritime defense capabilities. Named after the Filipino Revolutionary General Miguel Malvar Carpio, this modern warship is designed to tackle a wide range of threats with its advanced weapon configuration. Currently undergoing dockside fitting out.
Pero alam ko, di ba, parang mayroon na tayong Navy ship na Miguel Malvar. Correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Parang alam ko meron na, pero nga siguro i-decommission na rin yun. At ito yung ipapalit na Navy ship na Malvar class na ang tinatawag natin na frigate. From corvette, naging frigate na po siya, mga idolo.
And sea trials, as of late 2024, the BRP Miguel Malvar is poised to become a cornerstone of the Philippine Navy's modernization efforts. The weapon configuration of the BRP Miguel Malvar is both versatile and formidable, tailored to address maritime threats effectively. The ship is equipped with 8 Seastar SSM 710K
Yan! 8 Seastar, mga idolo. Hindi katulad ng ating Ceresal class na dalawa lang, diba? Sana mag-upgrade din yun at maging 8 ganyan o 8 na Seastar. Diba? Pero hindi naman ganyan nakaposisyon yun. Ganyan. Nakaposisyon yung Seastar ng Miguel Malvar. Diba? So, ganun din ang Ceresal class natin. Na Antonio Luna, pati yung Ceresal. Tigdadalawa lang. Pero sana nga, yun nga, patagdagan pa ng tigdadalawa din para maging 4-4 na. Diba? Siyempre, mas maganda kung mas marami kang missile capability. Diba? Kasi once na tinira mo na yan at naubos na, wala ka nang mahirap na i-replenish, di ba? Kaya kailangan mas marami kang missile capability para mas madepensahan mo rin yung barko mo at magkaroon ka rin ng opensiba, di ba? Kaya okay na okay yan kung 4-4, di ba?
Ship cruise missiles housed in 2 twin-round inclined canisters. These missiles provide the frigate with a powerful long-range offensive capability against enemy surface vessels, capable of precision strikes even in contested environments. Complementing this is the 16-cell Vertical Launching System, VLS, which carries 16 NGDA VL Mica ship-to-air missiles.
Mica.
These surface-to-air missiles enhance the frigate's defensive perimeter by providing robust protection.
You know, di ba? Pero mas maganda kung 32 cells yan, di ba? Pero wala, ganyan talaga. Ang refer ng ating Philippine Navy 16 cells lang. Diba? So ating Diego C lang may ganyan din. So di ba? At least di ba meron na tayong ganyang capability, di ba? Pero sana yung Ceresal class natin, pati Antonio Luna, lagyan din ng ganyan, maski tigi 8 cells lang kasi parang maliit lang kasi yung lagayan din ng VLS niya dun eh. May nakaantabay pero maliit lang eh. Diba? Hindi katulad ng ating yan sa Malvar class natin, talagang may nakalaan para dyan. Kasi kung titingnan mo, kaya siya nga yung 32 cells dyan eh. Diba? Pero yun, astig din ng Malvar class natin, kaya hindi na tayo makapaghintay na yun nga ay mapabilang na siya sa ating Navy ship, diba?
Against aerial threats, including aircraft and incoming missiles. For underwater threats, the
Torpedo.
BRP Miguel Malvar is armed with two SEA triple-tube 324mm torpedo launching systems capable of deploying K745 Blue Shark torpedoes. These lightweight torpedoes are highly effective against submarines, ensuring the frigate's dominance in anti-submarine warfare. In terms of gun systems, the ship features an OTO Melara 7662 SR dual-purpose rapid-fire autocannon, which is ideal for engaging surface and air targets at medium range. Additionally, the Aselsan Gokdeniz
Aselsan.
twin 35mm close-in weapon system provides an essential layer of
Pero sana talaga, harap-likod yan, no? Diba? Pero ang laki kasi ng Aselsan, eh. Kaya pwede rin yan ilagay sa, sa armored vehicle, armored tank, diba? Tackle na natin yan. Aselsan, pwede rin yan. Pang air defense kasi talaga yan, diba? Pwede sa ground din, diba? Gamitin. Kaya malaking tulong kasi kailangan talaga natin ng mga more air defense, eh. Kasi maraming drones. Kami kasi drones ang China. Doon pa lang sa drones, yari-yari na tayo doon, diba? Tapos mga missile din pa nila. Kaya hanggat maaari mag-invest or bumili ang ating Department of National Defense ng pang-air defense muna talaga. Kasi kahit malayo pwede na tayong tirahin, eh. Hindi naman sila susugod agad dito, di ba? Titirahin muna tayo ng mga missile kasi ang napapanahon ngayon puro missile na lang talaga muna. Drones, di ba? So, pag napilayan na tayo, natira na nila lahat ng mga natin, mga base militar, pati yung mga radar natin, doon na tayo susugurin talaga ng mga yan. Di ba? Hindi naman nila gagamitin muna yung nuclear sa atin, eh. Kasi doon pa lang sa mga missile nila, eh. Medyo tagilid na tayo, eh. Kaya kahit maaari, marami tayong pang air defense talaga muna. Ang unahin din natin talaga. Yun na nakikita ko, mga idol. Kayo, ano bang sa tingin nyo? Air defense muna o talagang pang ground or pang surface? Kayo, ano ba sa tingin nyo? Pero ako talaga, tingin ko talaga pang air muna talaga, eh. Di ba? Kasi yun talaga ang ngayon, ang parang war code. Ang gera ngayon is puro long range na, di ba? Mahirap na yung harap-harapan. Yun, sa dulo na yun, eh, harap-harapan, eh. Pero ngayon kahit malayo, eh, pwede ka ng pwede ka ng gerahin talaga. Kaya kailangan talaga na muna ng pang depensa doon.
Defense against incoming missiles and small, fast-moving threats. 4 K6 12.7mm heavy machine guns round out the armament, providing close-range firepower against small boats and other immediate threats.
Ilan daw?
Fast-moving threats. 4 K6 12.7mm heavy machine guns round out the armament, providing close-range firepower against small boats and other immediate threats. Ideal for engaging surface and air targets at medium range. Additionally, the Aselsan Gokdeniz twin 35mm close-in weapon system provides an essential layer of defense against incoming missiles and small, fast-moving threats. 4 K6 12.7mm heavy machine guns round out the armament, providing close-range firepower against small boats and other immediate threats. The strength of this weapon configuration lies in its balanced approach to multi-dimensional warfare.
Wala yung decoy launcher or decoy diba? Kasi parang hindi masayang yung mga missile mo, eh. Kunyari, i-intercept ka ng mga missile, diba? So mga decoy muna para hindi ganun kamahal. Kasi kung missile to missile yan, ubos agad ng missile natin. Kaya meron mga decoy launcher. Tapos yung sa may Ceresal class natin, ang dalawa doon nakatabi ng secondary gun. Sana meron din ganun, di ba? Lagi ko nakakalimutan yung pangalan. Kasi biglaan tayo lagi nagre-react sa mga video, hindi naman natin napapanood yan. Bigla natin nakakalimutan talaga. Pero sana may ganun din, di ba? The more, the merrier. Para talagang masasabi mo, Very equipped. Na-equip talaga yung ating barko, di ba? Na pangingilagan din talaga dahil sa capability nito, di ba?
The combination of long-range missile systems, effective anti-submarine weapons, and advanced close-in defense mechanisms equips the BRP Miguel Malvar to address a wide spectrum of modern naval threats. This makes it a highly capable platform for safeguarding the Philippines' extensive maritime domain, including its disputed waters in the West Philippine Sea. The inclusion of modern missile and torpedo systems also ensures interoperability with Allied naval forces in joint exercises and operations. When compared to regional competitors, the BRP Miguel Malvar's weapon systems are on par with contemporary frigates fielded by neighboring countries. For instance, Indonesia's Marta Dinata-class frigates and Malaysia's Maharaja Lila-class frigates both feature advanced missile systems and anti-submarine capabilities similar to the Miguel Malvar. However, the addition of the VL Mica system provides the Philippine frigate with a slight edge in aerial defense, as these missiles are known for their agility and accuracy. The Sea Star anti-ship missiles, while effective, are comparable to the Harpoon and Exocet missiles used by regional navies, ensuring the BRP Miguel Malvar remains competitive in surface warfare. The BRP Miguel Malvar's arsenal also reflects a shift in the Philippine Navy's strategic priorities. The inclusion of modern torpedo systems and anti-air missiles highlights a growing recognition of multi-domain threats, particularly in regions like the West Philippine Sea, where maritime disputes persist. The frigate's sophisticated sensors and combat systems enhance its situational awareness, enabling it to detect and respond to potential threats well before they pose a significant risk. This technological edge is crucial in an era where maritime security is defined by rapid decision-making and precision engagement.
Let's build.
Up niya guys, pause muna tayo mga idolo. Yun, nagbabalik tayo.
The OTO Malara 76 62SR dual-purpose cannon serves as a versatile weapon system capable of engaging surface targets, aircraft, and even providing limited support for land operations. Its rapid rate of fire and ability to use advanced ammunition types, such as guided rounds, ensure that the frigate can adapt to various combat scenarios. Similarly, the Aselsan Gokdini Sit adds an extra layer of defense against threats like anti-ship missiles and drone swarms, which are increasingly becoming a staple in modern naval warfare.
Pero sana dalawa talaga yun eh. Harap likod talaga. Diba? Sige na, kailangan mo talaga sa harap din, saka sa likod. Hindi lang puro sa likod. Diba? Para nga, maprotektahan mo yung barko mo lalo sa drones and missile attack din. Diba? Or mga helicopters or mga fighter jets, diba?
Integration of heavy machine guns further ensures that the BRP Miguel Malvar is equipped to handle asymmetric threats, such as fast attack craft often used by non-state actors. The ship's combat systems, including its radar and fire control systems, also deserve attention. These systems are designed to integrate seamlessly with the frigate's weaponry, ensuring that all elements of its arsenal can be deployed effectively. The radar provides 360-degree coverage, allowing for the tracking of multiple targets simultaneously. This capability is vital in complex operational environments where the ship may need to engage air, surface, and subsurface threats concurrently. Moreover, the advanced fire control systems enhance the accuracy of the frigate's weapons, minimizing the risk of collateral damage and maximizing combat effectiveness. In comparison to its regional counterparts, the BRP Miguel Malvar's capabilities place it in a competitive position. For instance, the Marta Dinata-class frigates of Indonesia feature a similar emphasis on multi-role capabilities, with anti-ship, anti-air, and anti-submarine systems. However, the Miguel Malvar's VL Mica missiles provide an edge in terms of short to medium-range air defense, which is a critical component of naval operations in contested airspace. Likewise, Malaysia's Maharaja Lila-class frigates, while advanced, focus heavily on anti-surface warfare, whereas the Miguel Malvar offers a more balanced approach to addressing diverse threats. The geopolitical context in which the BRP Miguel Malvar operates also enhances its significance. The ship's deployment in the West Philippine Sea underscores the Philippines' commitment to protecting its maritime interests and asserting its sovereignty in contested waters. The ability to deter potential aggressors and conduct sustained operations in these areas is a testament to the frigate's advanced design and capabilities. Furthermore, its interoperability with allied navies ensures that the Philippines can contribute effectively to regional security initiatives, such as joint patrols and humanitarian assistance missions. Looking ahead, the BRP Miguel Malvar is expected to play a pivotal role in shaping the future of the Philippine Navy. As the lead ship of its class, it sets a benchmark for subsequent vessels and reflects the Navy's evolving focus on modern, multi-role platforms. The acquisition of such advanced assets also signals a broader commitment by the Philippine government to enhance its defense posture.
Pero nga, di ba, pag na-deliver na itong dalawang Malvar class natin, iba, isa sa mga priority natin this 2025 sa budget, another 2 frigate, di ba? So, hindi lang natin alam kung dito pa rin ba, 3200 pa rin ba, or sa ibang company na tayo, kasi Hyundai to, meron pang isa sa Korea, di ba? So, maganda rin yung mga model ng barko nila yung mga Navy ship nila, di ba? Meron din silang for PCG, di ba? So, depende kung saan tayo gaano. Nakalimutan ko yung isang company. So, pwede naman din doon, di ba? Depende sa offer nila, di ba? Pero yun nga, regarding kasi sa mga Navy talaga, sa South Korea na tayo bumibili, di ba? Pero yun nga, maraming offer din kasi yung mga ibang bansa like Turkey, Spain, basta maraming nag-offer sa atin na ng mga frigate na barko, di ba? At sana ngayon sa US din yung mga $50 million nila na barko na didecommission nila, yun nga, mabili din natin kung kakayanin natin, di ba? Kung hindi ganun kakomplikado yung systems ng US, usually kasi pag US talagang high maintenance talaga yung mga barko nila so kung kakayanin talaga din natin, di ba? At yun nga, siguro idada naman din sa bidding kung bibili tayo ng mga bago kasi usually nagre-range sa 200 to 300 million ng isang barko, $1 million, di ba? Depende pa kung corvette type, OPB, or frigate type, di ba? Pero sana in the future naman magkaroon tayo ng destroyer, di ba? Ibang klase na yun pag nagkaroon na tayo ng destroyer, di ba? Ibig sabihin talagang medyo makakompleto natin yung ating fleet. Kasi hindi pa naman malabo pa yung yung aircraft carrier kasi yung kukunti pala ng aircraft natin, kaya hindi pa hindi maganda or hindi pa naaangkop na nga kumuha tayo ng ganong capability for our Philippine Navy, di ba? Kaya usually mga frigate and corvette muna ang inanan, saka offshore patrol vessel ang ating ina-acquire, di ba?
In an increasingly complex and contested maritime environment. Overall, the BRP Miguel Malvar's weapon configuration is a testament to the Philippine Navy's strategic foresight and commitment to modernization. While it may not yet rival the most advanced warships of major powers, its balanced and versatile arsenal ensures that it is well prepared to address the unique challenges of the region. By leveraging its advanced systems and fostering interoperability with allies, the frigate not only enhances the Philippines' maritime security.
So yun, di ba? So abangan na lang natin kung anong frigate ang ating i-acquire. So kasama yan sa priority sa budget yung 2025, di ba? So abangan din natin kung ano pa ang sinong company at anong bansa ang pagkukuha na natin ng another 2 frigate. So yun nga, ngayong 2025 abangan na talaga natin na yung pagdating ng dalawang Malvar class natin. Kaya I can't wait na rin talaga na makita at mapabilang siya sa ating Navy fleet. Ano pa kaya yung ating mga Navy personnel, diba? So magiging sila, mabuboost pa ang kanilang moral dahil nga marami na silang mga makabagong kagamitan, diba? At sana nga magamit natin to ng wasto, diba? At hindi lang mag-practice ang ating Navy personnel kung paano gamitin ito, diba? Para during talaga na kailangan mong gamitin to, mahirap naman na wala kang idea sa mga capability nito, di ba? Maganda nga ang barko mo pero hindi mo alam kung paano gamitin. Kaya kaya kailangan talaga na kahit wala pang nangyayaring gulo, kailangan mag-practice ang ating Navy personnel. At alam ko naman na kayang-kaya natin patakbuhin to, di ba? Mga Pilipino pa, ating mga Navy personnel pa, di ba? Kaya ngayon lalo na ngayon nabuboost yung kanilang moral na meron na silang mga makabagong kagamitan, di ba? So talagang pag-aaralan na nila ito ng gusto kung paano gamitin, di ba? So yun, di pa mga idolo. So sana sa next vlog natin regarding sa ating Malvar class dumating na sa Pilipinas na, di ba? I cannot wait talaga. So lalagay ko po sa description down below full video na to, pati pong YouTube channel po niya, mga idolo. Huwag niyo pong kalimutan na mag-subscribe po sa kanya. At syempre rin po, huwag niyo rin po kalimutan na mag-subscribe sa akin channel. Hit niyo po yung notification bell at yung like button. At huwag niyo rin po kalimutan na i-follow po ko sa aking Facebook page at sa aking TikTok, mga idolo. So dito na po tayong tatapos, mga idolo. Maraming salamat po sa lahat. Ingat po tayo lagi. And God bless us all.